Hello, I'm Patty Wilson. This is Patty's Playhouse, or it will be in a few minutes. I'm going to talk about Wendy Adelson's Hoo-Hah. What does that mean? I think very few people could get away with saying Hoo-Hah on YouTube now. Funny shit coming out of John Smith. John Smith's one of our followers, and he's very funny and has a way with words. He does. He has a very big way with words. Hello, Susan. How are you? How are you? You're in every prayer chain I can find. Hey, Norma. How are you? Did you get everything you needed for your house? Hello, Misdemeanor OG. Thank you. Hey, Pie Bird. That's a cute name. Like that. Hey, Chris. What's up, Debbie? What's up? Debbie? I had to give up cheese, Debbie. That's what's up. Oh, my second favorite food group besides egg is cheese, and I had to give it up. Hey, Debbie Gibby. Thank you for the note on Facebook Messenger. Appreciate you. We're going to play his song today. Hello, AJ Mama. I'm here for it too. I'm here for it too. Arlene. Oh, so nice. You know what, Arlene? It's nice to have a chin. It is nice to have a chin. It really is. It's nice to be able to not see this hanging below this. It's nice. I'm not going to lie. It's worth giving up cheese for. That's how nice it is. Hey, Agent 47. Hi, Denise. How are you? Debbie says, funny, Patty, a supplement company that I use for digestive issues now came up with a product just for people on Ozempic. It's interesting. Well, I'm just going to give up cheese. I don't want to take another product, to be honest. I'm taking that berberine, which has HCl in it, which did nothing. And not for me anyway. It's just, it slows your digestion down so far. I'm not Ozempic, I'm on the Zepbound. But it's like, it just slows it. I have a story I'll tell later about the cheese. You'll understand how slow it was. It's like, so I just thought I'd give it up. I'm losing great weight. I can give it up. Hey, Caroline. Air Control is putting in a new throne. Air Control is who Norma recommended for me to have check my air conditioner after Parker Services wanted to charge me 3 times as much to have my AC cleaned. And I'm thinking, did you not know do you not know this is what I do for a living, is get quotes for people? Like, do you not know that? So we don't use Parker Services anymore. And I signed an agreement with Air Control. Chris, glad you saw the pop-up too, as I just spit all over my face. Hey, Becky, how are you? How's it going? Glad you're all saying hi. Susie Q. Hi to each other. It's very nice. Norma needs it, Debbie. A lot of people have digestive issues. And I have my gallbladder out. God, it's probably been, well, I lost a lot of weight. I worked at Jenny Craig when you could sell the meals out of it had a brick and mortar. And I worked at Jenny Craig as the nurse. So I lost a lot of weight then, which was really nice. I mean, it was lush. You just eat the food and you lose weight. And a lot of people would lose a ton of weight and get their gallbladder out. And then it was my turn. I had an emergency gallbladder ectomy surgery, and I didn't really suffer consequences after that until now. Hi, Judy Silva Delgado. How are you? Hey, Marta. Can't believe I made a live. You've been so busy. Me too. I've been inundated. It's like, I don't have school, and I think it's only been about 2 weeks since school ended, and I think, how did I do that? I must not have slept because I've been going to bed at like 8:30 right now. So sleeping is coming back. Your chin is great. My chin is great. My mother would be happy. She was not shy. Not in a bad way. She just wanted us to be healthy. Well, we didn't get your genes, Ima Faye. Her name was Ima, I-M-A. And as I aged, I would just call her Ima Faye because she loved it so much. She was not at all shy about saying, need to cut back a little bit and then let me make you a pie. Let me make you a pie, Patty. Hey, Debbie, professional company called Biotics. Let me look it up. It's supposed to help mitigate the gastrointestinal side effects that Ozempic can cause, which includes nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and constipation. I've not had any of those. I've only had a cough to kill all coughs. Like, it was clear. I wasn't sick. So luckily I've not had that. But I've been on fiber for a while and I make sure I take fiber. So you know what I mean? Like, it's just something you don't want to get behind on. No, I'm not saying you're not my patient anyway, but one of the products is bile salts. That's what I was looking up. But it could help other people, Debbie. I just don't want to take anything else. Dude, I just started on the beets, the super beets. So I can naturally, my blood pressure, I'm not even gonna lie, was I told Debbie this, was 111/78. And it was like, when that came out, when I saw that number, I thought I'd won the lottery. Because it is so hard to get your blood pressure down when you're overweight, high stress. Let's say a little high strung I am. But that's not a bad idea for people. But I did start the super beets. Oh, it's a gallbladder formula. Nice. It's called Beta Plus, right? Is that it? Oh, it has organic beets in it too. I'll have to look at that. Go back. I'm having 2 surgeries at once. At 5:30, I'm not a morning person. However, I'm excited to get it done. Well, you don't want your surgery at noon. After the doctor's been working, you're better off in the morning. Just saying. Darn bile salts. I'm getting ready to make jelly, Skeeter says, so I can't chat. Well, enjoy. What flavor? What flavor, dear? Love it. Hi, Forensic. How are you? Hi, Patty Cakes. Yes, we're all Patty Cakes. Patty Cakes and Patty Melts. I pray for you, Becky. Hope you do okay. I got a keyhole surgery to remove my gallbladder years ago. Very painful recovery, and I'm not complaining. I remember mine. That was my first one. They put in 4 punctures and then blow up your stomach with gas, which they failed to tell you about. And then it was gone. Hey, Zach, how are you? I go by Stefio. It's a great number. Good job and congratulations. Well, it's medically induced, and I'm okay with that. I believe in medicine. And I even more believe in 111/78. I can't even imagine what my poor little body was going through. With the Diet Coke, it's comical. So I laugh at myself. If you're new here, I laugh at myself all the time. But Diet Coke was my life. Now I just don't have a craving for it because that's what this shot does. I had to give up cheese. I didn't have to, but it was a choice. You can cough and eat cheese, or you can lose weight and not cough. So I'm taking the latter. Doesn't mean I won't eat pizza. Just means I won't eat just raw. Like I would eat a block of cheese. It is my second favorite food group behind eggs. And it just didn't digest. So it was Sunday night. I got home from here, my office. I was on YouTube with you all late. And it was like 7:30. So I get home, cheese and crackers. Love it so much. Started coughing immediately. Coughed all night. Didn't get any sleep. Woke up coughing so hard. Eventually, I had emesis, which is a nicer way to say it. And the cheese, I could have cut that cheese and re-eaten it. It was solid as a rock. And I thought, oh, you're done. You're done with cheese because it's not digesting at all. And that's why you feel sick. And that's why you're coughing. So it's just a learning thing. And I'm willing to give it up to be thinner when I'm sitting on a plane. It's really all comes down to that. I have to fly several times this fall, and being overweight on a plane is horrible. It's horrible for me, and I know it's horrible for the person sitting next to me. It's just my ass is big. And as long as my ass is big, bigger than it needs to be, I don't want it to be, too small. But you gotta do what you can do. And it's just worth it to me to not feel that way sitting next to someone. I just don't want to do it. And it's cheaper for me to go Wegovy than to pay for a first class seat to Italy. And this is longer lasting effects. I hope. So anyway, that's what happened with me and cheese. And I'm telling you, don't get on me. Don't. I used to have cheese in a can sitting in a drawer next to my chair. And I would just get stressed out and go, cheese. I love it. But I love having a chin. So you got to pick and choose, can't have everything. Happy to see you, Rebecca. Thank you for your text. Was the BP cuff working? Yeah. It was actually manual at the doctor's. So thank you for that. It was working. I don't know. What do you mean? How does Brodsky help you? We used to have a doctor here in town named Brodsky. You had yours removed by a laser. Good for you. I did not. In the 80s, whenever somebody had the gallbladder removed, they would automatically be given bile salt, but it's not a pharmaceutical, so it's not given, but it's mandatory. Please hit the like button. Thank you, Forensic. You only make freezer jam. Nice. It's great on ice cream, which, let's face it, won't be passing these lips for soon. It's one of the reasons why women that lose their gallbladder don't lose weight. They have a problem with fat metabolism. Ooh. I got to run just so you're coming on, but I have some painting to do. Aren't you, busy? You're so busy. Thank you for that. You wish yours was. Well, Super Beats should really help, too. Beta Plus is the beets plus bile salts. I'll take a look at that. It's interesting. Maybe if we say it enough, they'll send me some. Hey, She-Fly, how are you? Catching up on double time. Well, we've only been on 15 minutes, so hearing me squeak through, hopefully it's fast. Debbie says she's been using them for 20 years, like all nutritional products. The professional brands used to only be sold to physicians, but once Amazon started, they sell through there. When I was 40, oh, wow. Your BP, that's Scott. Scott's blood pressure has been high. It's not now, but has been. 250 over 150. God, you must have had headaches. Susie Q says, Susan Hicks, I've been on treatments for 2 years. Lots of ways to help. Jennifer says, I love cheese in a can and I ain't judging. Ooh, it got me through some tough times, ain't gonna lie. Never heard of cheese in a can? It's spray cheese. You spray it like whipped cream in a can. It's completely not real. It's wax in a can with some orange coloring. I love cheese too, and seriously considered the Skinny RX because I have no medical insurance right now. So I thought when I win the lottery, because I will one day when I play, which I don't, but if I did and I won, the first thing I would have done was buy one of those movie cheese things that you can get with the nacho bag of cheese in the contain, like in the little dispenser, and put it on my popcorn, like one piece at a time. That's, yeah. I was really limited in my vision, but I wanted a cheese dispenser and my own soda machine in the office. Susan Sex, I'll be on 2 meds, a hormone blocker, and a chemo pill. There are many more treatments available. Yes. So I'm not going to tell Susan's business, but she needs prayer. She and her husband and her family both need prayer. She's going back on chemo and she needs prayer. So if you're that person, or if it's just positive vibes, whatever it is, she could use it. So we could all say a moment for Susan throughout her day. I would really, really appreciate it. Patty, I was rewatching the trial and you were in the gallery. You look absolutely different. Still beautiful, but you've blossomed into healthier self. Oh, thank you. Thanks. Yeah, I'm smaller now than I was then, which is saying something because I had just lost 100 pounds. So thank you for recognizing my hair. Even though it got wet today, it rained, and that's a problem. But well, that's why you need the biosalt, because you can't break down fat without them, and you have no gallbladder. We called it spray cheese, which is really what it is. Oh, hi, Sandra Key. How are you? Well, I wanted to play some music by our friend John Smith, who's he's a talented guy. My daughter-in-law had to have her gallbladder removed after losing 80 pounds on the shot. Yeah, wow. Forensic says, thanks, Debbie. Gonna look it up and browse. I love spray cheese, all cheese. I really do. Like, I'm driving. My husband can no longer drive because he has memory issues, and I want everyone to be alive when they leave their house. So there's no reason for him to be driving. And so we went out to lunch after he went to the gym. And I was like, where do you want to go? He's like, where do you want to go? So it's that day, right? And I saw Mexican, Rebecca. I saw El Jalisco, and I thought, no, why would you do that to yourself? So Mexican might be off the menu for a little bit. I do love their salsa, though. But it's not the same without the cheese. I'm like, I usually would just go in and get a quesadilla. So I can't really do that now. It would be a cheese dispenser. You know what I mean? When you go to the movie theater and they can sell you the nachos with the fake cheese on it. It's delicious. And you just, cheese is a major staple in your diet. I know. I have a ton of it. Be giving it away soon. Who wants cheese? Oh, my husband eats it. Thank you for praying for Susan. It's really appreciated. If you're feeling up to it, I have time now. I'd love to take you out. Let's get coffee or something if you're feeling up to it. You look great. I don't catch a lot of live, so I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hopefully I'll look, well, I did the math, because I like to plan. And I should lose my 40 pounds by November. So pray to God I don't go, even if I didn't lose all the weight. I'm in between sizes now, which is kind of obnoxious. I've had to get rid of more jeans just in the last 2 days. I was like, these do not fit. Patty, you'll feel awful in them. Off to donation center. And then my friend Lala is going to come in and look for some blouses that I have. And if you're a larger size and you live in Tallahassee, let me know. I have 18s that I need to get rid of. So if she doesn't like it, I'm happy to give them away to someone else. You do the beta plus beets and bile salts with every meal. You also use HCl. Interesting. That's what Rebecca's been doing. It's really helped her. GERD. Oh, you need rain? We have rain, dear. We have rain and more rain and more rain. Oh, and he's not even here. He'll be on. Thank you all for praying for Susan and her family. It really is important. I mean, oh, thank you for putting her on your prayer list. So where do we go for lunch? Where do we go for lunch? Oh, Waffle House. Went to Waffle House. Because I can eat an egg, which is my first favorite food group. I love breakfast. I had a piece of bacon. One piece. Can you imagine? Can you imagine going to Waffle House and only eating one piece of bacon? 9 months, I would have bet you money and you would have won. And then I had a little bit of hash browns. I get it crispy, so just the crispy part. And a little bit of waffle. And that was it. And that was the only meal I've had since last night when I made dinner. And that was at 6:30. That was it. The only meal. So exciting. You want a butter dispenser? Oh, yeah. Well, we could do double-sided. I mean, I'd be a billionaire. So we could have one side with cheese and one side with that fake, nasty butter that tastes so good. Wonder if I can still have. I haven't had popcorn. I don't know if I should try it. Hey, Moonchild, how are you? Yeah, we definitely. He's on Reddit right now. Okay. Hey, Bruce, how are you? I love breakfast out too. We thought about Culver's, and then I thought everything I want has cheese on it. So, I'm not drinking Diet Cokes, but I do like the French fry, the Culver's crinkle cut. It's nice. He is very talented, John Smith. I have not listened to this song, but it's called Wendy's Hoo-Hah. Very excited. Hi, my father's alibi. I'm going to get those letters out. If you want to write a little bit here, you may if you like. But so there's a stall in the investigation for the murder of my father's alibi's mother, Nancy, and she was asking for letters. So if you want to write, or I can put it in the notes, or I can put it in the show notes, that would be great. What was she saying? Debbie's saying, Debbie. I like Mega Food brand, Mega Flora. So I got to write notes because you all come up with smarter things than I ever can. Just the way it is. People were nice enough to send me a book. One of my very lovely followers. So I keep notes in the book. With turmeric, fridge. Whole Foods. Thank you. I'll look at that. When I'm done my super beats, I might move over to yours. Oh, Gloria, our veteran son has PTSD and started back drinking. I'm very sorry. Very, very sorry. A double dispenser. Wouldn't that be? GERD is awful, can mimic heart issues. You had a heart attack years ago. And GERD, and the only difference was a feeling impending doom with my heart. Well, a friend of mine, his name is Shannon, 47 years old, so fit, no drinking, no smoking. He eats his wife's a vegetarian, so he eats a partial vegetarian diet, like real strong on the vegetables. Very organic eater. Develops clots. Didn't know. He travels a lot. He flies a lot for trips and for fun trips, but he works remotely, so he can go anywhere with his points. And had a heart attack. Clot went to his heart, and luckily, everyone believed him. Because that's the difference when you have something like that. People have to believe you, and they did. And now he has stents, but he's okay. 47. Patty, may I appeal to your listeners? Yes. I said that before, but I think we probably crossed each other. Oh, Owasso, you didn't hear the results of that little spot, did you? It's not true. Unfortunately, Tim Jansen, who I like very much, and I'm not going to lie about it, like I really like him, he made a mistake and came out with some information saying that there was a deal offered by the state for time served if she gave up Wendy. This obviously came from the defense. And a person I'm not as fond of, mentor lawyer, because he calls me names in public, mentor lawyer emailed Jack Campbell directly. Jack Campbell is our state attorney. Jack Campbell said, absolutely not, this didn't happen. And then Tim had to come out and say it wasn't true. So it's very unfortunate and that it happened, but this is the time right now. This is the most important lesson in here. This is the time before the trial starts, August 19th, that everybody on the defense side, or who they pay, let's face it, it's who they pay, will be coming out saying, we did this to get Wendy, we did this to get Wendy, when it's not true. I hope it's addressed on Friday when we go to the last case management hearing, which I'll be there, and I'll be in Roberta Glass's chat. So if you are going to watch YouTube, and you think I have something to say or not, but I'll be chatting, like my little keyboard will be in Roberta's chat. But I think it's unfortunate. He's a defense attorney, which is why I'm assuming, and I am assuming, I could be wrong, that it was a defense attorney that gave him that information. And it was just hogwash, absolute hogwash. And there's no going back now with that defense because I think everyone's guilty. So I have nothing nice to say about defense attorneys in general. I did need one. Everyone generally here knows that. Doesn't mean I wasn't guilty. It just means I needed a defense attorney, right? It's just the truth. But anyway, don't be shocked. You're on carnivore. Jennifer, you said that before. What about I have questions. I have so many questions. I might have to message you on the side. If you could email me, Patty is funny. I have so many questions about that. John, how are you doing? Oh, thank you so much, Debbie. Thank you so much. Yeah, Gloria, it's not true. It's not true. It's just not, it's not true. I mean, I don't play mentor lawyer stuff because everything's copyright. It's not. You just bought information. You're buying public records and then claiming a public record is copyright. It's not really that way. But regardless, you're paying for it. I don't care. But so story, from what I heard, I did not watch Surviving the Survivor directly. Tim Jansen comes out, says he heard from someone that they told him they could share this information, but do not give my name. Right there, I have flags, but I'm beyond cynical. Like I'm beyond help in that way. I don't believe anything most people say. People here in the chat will email me and say, Patty, did you hear? And I'm like, I don't believe it. First thing I say is I don't believe it. I could be wrong. I've always said that. Tim gets on Surviving the Survivor. Unfortunately, Julie was on from Court TV at the same panel. Made this announcement that the state had offered a deal to Donna Adelson in return to flip on her daughter and give her time served. Well, I knew that wasn't true. I think in the glimmer of things, you get to decipher. Sometimes it isn't. I've been given information before, and I thought, should I, could I? well, you're not that person, Patty. Not the bad person, but I just don't have the authority. Like, I just don't have that kind of authority to even say something that I'm like, oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. So I don't. I just don't say it. I keep it to myself or tell my husband, which, let's face it, he's not going to remember it. And that's not even a bad thing. It's just not his thing, isn't even the trials. So Tim said whatever, mentor lawyer, who got on me for turning someone into the bar, right? Went to Jack Campbell, who's not a fan of a mentor lawyer, by the way, because Jack Campbell turned mentor lawyer into the bar. It was dismissed as it should have been, but I don't know what their relationship's like after something like that. And Jack Campbell said it's absolutely not true. So then Julie Kelly goes on court. Is it Julie Kelly? Julie Grant? I forgot what it is. Anyway, she's a real pretty girl. Goes on court TV and announces it and says it's not true. Allison, yes, feel free to put the email in the chat. Good for you. Good for you, Rebecca. We were talking about HCl earlier. HCl is like hydrochloric acid. I have trials right now that have been going on for years, and my only hope is to rest on God's promise. Amen. I got nothing. I mean, I really like Tim Jansen, so I'm not going to, it's a bad moment for everybody. And I'm going to put it on the defense. The defense is lying. They're going to be lying from August 19th to the end of the month. And they're going to be lying forever, saying that their person is innocent. And that's my challenge with defense attorneys. You know they're lying. You know. Everyone is lying. And you're just standing up saying, we didn't lie. Okay. Well, the phone calls say you lie. And the phone calls, yes, I know the constitutional rights of everyone is they're allowed to have an attorney. I get it. But nowhere, shape, or form should that attorney be lying about a deal. And I'm assuming it's the attorney. Whoever's on the defense side be throwing out a story saying that a deal has been created and offered to Donna. Why are you doing that? Well, I know why you're doing it. Because you're trying to prove that the state has a weak case, which is what I said to the person who first told me. It's just trying to make the state look weak, trying to make the state look like all they want is Wendy. Well, Wendy's not on trial yet, but that's what they're trying to do. So the defense is, they're going to be throwing shit in the wind right now. There's a new song for you, John. Shit in the wind. Because that's what they have to do. That's all they have, is to throw out little piecemeals of little stories that are not even remotely true to try and get their chick off. That's it. That's all they have. So to me, it's not even Tim, right? It's the defense team who is sitting there and they're like, well, we don't have $1 million for a Dugan, right? We don't have that. So let's do this. We're going to try and thwart the popular opinion that Donna Adelson is guilty. That's what we're going to do. To the point of we're going to lie about it. Really, people? You can't win fair and square anymore. We already know that. You can't win. You couldn't win the last time. So I don't understand things like that. I don't know why it gets to that point. I'm not quite sure, but now on court TV it says Donna Adelson's defense says. So I don't know who told him. Let me just get it. Hold on. Let me play this for you. Wish there was a way to share stuff without tons and millions of ads. Every time I try to do an ad blocker, it just screws up my life. Hold on.
To one case against Donna Adelson. But we do want to bring you some new information in the case against Donna Adelson. Her defense is reacting to reports that she turned down a plea deal in exchange for her daughter, Wendy, in terms of the prosecution, but her defense is now confirming to Court TV that that is, quote, not accurate. Donna Adelson was reportedly, according to one of our Court TV guests who has experience there in Tallahassee and sources there, that she was offered a deal of, quote, time served if she implicated her daughter, Wendy Adelson, in the murder of Wendy's ex-husband, Dan Markell. And those sources told Tim Jansen that Donna turned down that deal, meaning this is still going ahead to trial. Jansen broke that news yesterday on Vinnie Politan Investigates, rather, here on Court TV, also on Surviving the Survivor podcast. Let's take a listen back to that moment before we talk about it.
I wanted to break this. This is something I just heard from a very good source. Donna was offered a plea deal of time served if she gave up Wendy.
Whoa.
And she turned it down. And this is inside the courthouse. She was offered, someone said, maybe give her a deal. They said, no. She was offered time served if she would give Wendy, because of her age. She turned it down.
Unreal. You guys are hearing that first anywhere, I think, but here on Surviving the Survivor.
All right, again, that was Tim Jansen on Surviving the Survivor. Longtime attorney, has a lot of sources that he has been able to confirm information. But today, the defense team for Donna Adelson saying that it's not accurate, and the prosecution saying they can't confirm or deny that when Court TV contacted them about whether or not this happened. Now, keep in mind, the background on this story is Donna Adelson is accused of plotting with her son, Charlie, to arrange the murder of her former son-in-law, FSU professor Dan Markell. Charlie Adelson is currently serving life in prison for his role in the murder. And Donna Adelson is currently awaiting that trial that starts on August 19th. So again, the update there is that according to this, about this.
So that's what we know. I'm not saying another word. Thank you, Susie Q. How sweet are you? Thank you very much. My father's alibi. We're so close. The authorities we previously emailed are passionate, but there may be reservations among leadership. Well, that might as well be Tallahassee, Florida. Because what you think should be prosecuted, just doesn't get prosecuted. So, I don't know if you wrote something further, but if you want to share a link to the letter, a link to whatever, just let me know what I can do. Junebug, why do they have to gain by spending that sort of? Because they have nothing left. They have nothing left. I just squeaked. I'm sorry. They have nothing left. They have nothing left. Agent 47 says she agreed. It was a red herring. That's a great way to put it. It's a great way to put it. White's Plumbing came in to put that toilet in. They charge a lot of money to put a toilet in, man. Everybody does. It's like, oh, you just don't want to do that. That's why you're charging like so much. See, that's my problem. I would be out putting that person's name on the bumper of my car. That's what I would be doing. Wherever I could slap that name is where it would be if I were Attorney Jansen. Everywhere. Yeah, of course. Yeah. But I'm telling you, whoever that source was that made sugar up, their name would be dirt. Beyond anything. Like, I would be out. I don't think that's the case. I mean, I don't think so. He's already said he can't do it. I mean, I think there's things that we as, and I mean this with all due respect, because I do too, Inspector Gadgets here. That's a great name for a podcast, by the way, is Inspector Gadgets. Is we think that an attorney can just turn and be like, I can be your attorney. He can't turn and be your attorney. He can't. And She needs an outside attorney. She doesn't need a Tallahassee attorney. Who told Fancy Fiction that Patty had a DUI? Well, Patty doesn't have a DUI. I don't know, but it was incorrect, as I've shared with you. And she's not going to tell me. I wrote that Tim Jansen had lunch with Laura when STS and should disclose it after he announced that scoop. I mean, anybody can have lunch with anybody. It doesn't mean you're going to break attorney-client privilege, right? Wasn't the best news. Does a carnivore work for stubborn belly fat? I'm bigger in the belly than I was 9 months. Yeah, I get it. And I'm not one to start doing ab work either, so I get it. You're welcome, Gloria. And I'm doing that with all due respect because I really like Tim Jansen. I think he was in a position of, well, maybe, I mean, the challenge is he trusted the person telling him. And that is the relationship that, whatever that was, I hope it ceases. I hope it does. Whoever told him this information and he's like a trusted source, he wouldn't be invited to the Christmas party anymore. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Melissa, how are you? Mentor Lawyer did a video on it. Oh, good hair day. Thank you. It's really long and fluffy, which I don't like it when my hair moves. I really go through a lot of hairspray. I'm sorry for the ozone, but I do. You're driving to Costco. Nice. Thank you so much for supporters. I'm profoundly grateful. Let me see. Can I put your email or portions of it in here that you sent me? Hold on. I'm looking up her email to me. I think I should be able to fit that on here. Without going over. This is from My Father's Alibi. If you'd like to me to forward it to you, error enter. This is usually temporary. Wait a moment. Try again. May have to do it in halvesies. Yep. And here's the second half. There we go. If you like to write emails, your daughter's been on the Mediterranean diet. She swears by it. She's fighting her gut as well. It's also for me for my neuropathy. You know, a lot of people eat the Mediterranean diet, which if I cooked more, I could get used to that. Yeah, he was used. Whoever that relationship is with that source, I'm telling you, it would be stamped on my ass. Like everywhere I go, that name would be said. But I'm a vengeful person, so there is that. I'm as petty as you can get. So petty. Keto is great too, where you come. I mean, that's basically what I'm doing because I'm not eating bread. I had a little bit of waffle, and I'm talking about little. One piece of bacon. It's not. It's like something invaded my body beyond a shot. I published it, Forensic. I hope you see it below. Let me share it below. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd I go? Okay, this is where you send it to. This is for My Father's Alibi. in response to getting justice for Nancy Galvani, Galvani. You make waffles with almond flour and eggs. That's a thing. I just don't know that I want almonds like that. I don't like almond flavor. Like, I don't like any of it. So what did he say that was incorrect? That the state offered Donna a deal for time served? You have neuropathy. My husband does too. That's one of the reasons why they're believing it's lupus. Isn't he the rich one? George E. isn't the rich one. She was with after Dave. He's a, I'm sure he's very smart. He's very smart. He understands Amazon Web Services. It's not an easy thing to understand. I had to take a class in it. It's not an easy thing to understand. But let me just say, the penis is not always the smartest part of someone's anatomy. Just isn't. You don't think almond flour tastes like almonds? Can you have almond flour if you have diverticulitis? What? Moms for Justice. Let me go check. I think I've heard of this person before. Oh, tracked her down. Woohoo! I already have that house. I've already shared it with you. Bless it be her name. So I already shared that house with you. KO. Co. I don't know how to say it. But I have done a show on that house. Jorge Estrada's rental. Yeah, it's a rental. It's in his name. Not hers that I know of. She moved after. Yeah, he goes by both. There'll be some things that say Jorge and some things that say George. Yep. Smart woman there, Miss Demeanor. Is Wendy in Denver? That's not what this lady's talking about. The only sign of Wendy living in Denver right now doesn't mean it won't come out in the future. So, don't hold me to it. Is a P.O. box. It's not really a P.O. box. You know how UPS won't give you a real address? That's what it is. And when you look, it's like 3712 something. And when you do it, it goes to a UPS in Denver. Thank you, Debbie. Flour is not sharp like eating almonds. Hey, Lee, how are you? Did all the implant work for HA, much of it for, whoa. Lee Carp, I'm not new, but don't think I've commented before. I don't think so either. Watching Patty from the beginning. Thank you. Thank you. As I have interest in the case, did all the implant work for Harvey and much of it for Charlie's? Wow. Man, you have a story to tell, Lee. If you ever want to tell it, you can always message me. I'd be happy to have you come on with me. But people don't know that. People don't know every show I do, but I did have it on. It's not a scoop, by the way. It's not a scoop. She's been living in that house for over a year. So you were the source for the appliances. You're welcome, my father's alibi. Yeah, they're talking about she's in Denver, but she just has a P.O. box. That's really it. There's no, I mean, check it again. I have an app as a, I have an app. Let's just call it an app. There's no reason you need to know. I don't want to get anyone in trouble. Remember when she said that in one of those trials she was going to change her name and change everyone else's name? Well, she hasn't. Hold on 1 second. 19 address in her history. Yeah, I was right. 13, 12 something. 13, 12, 17 street. So if you put that in, it'll come to a UPS station, a UPS store. Right on to you too. Thanks for letting me know. So Norma's asking, my father's alibi, do they need to combine the 3 emails into one? Jorge should sleep with one eye open. He's a chump. Like I said, and this is a very general statement. And I'm sure you can go to my website and give me bad reviews for it. But the penis is not the smartest part of your body. Hence, we're going to listen to Wendy's Hoo-Hah. It's hilarious. I think it's absolutely hilarious. It's just so funny. He comes up with the best stuff. Oh. You're looking forward to the hearing on Friday. Me too, 9 o'clock. It's going to be in the small courtroom. God, why don't they move it? God, you are literally, it's tight in there. It's tight in that courtroom. 3B, which is Judge Everett's personal station. Por supuesto. I can't speak other languages. Trying to do Duolingo for means of course for Italian, and I'm not even doing it. So that's what that means. It means of course. Hello, D love of God. Happy to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Things are heating up, YB. Very exciting time. She wanted so bad to be in South Florida. Poor Wendy. Well, she wanted someone to take care of her kids. That's what that turned out to be. Built-in, what is that saying? Built-in babysitters. Patty, how is Susan? I don't see her on here. She was on here earlier. She has to restart chemo. She did not get a good diagnosis. I don't know how much she shared. So her diagnosis is not good. I'm happy to share it to you privately, but she needs prayer for sure. And so does her husband. I mean, it's a lot, as I know, from somebody whose husband got not the best diagnosis, and you're the spouse, and you still have your life and your stuff, and that you have this person that you love sitting in there. It's tough. I had no idea, and people, which I love, this isn't a complaint, but people are like for you, John, you sent me the Wendy's Hoo-Hah song, and I haven't played it yet. And I mean, honestly, sometimes I just get inundated. And my business partner's been sick for 2 weeks. I'm still catching up from being out of school. So I'm not ignoring emails. I'm just not being as good as I could be. I got to spend time with Chris. I have to. And while he still knows who I am, right? While he still knows who I am. Because as soon as this came out, my husband was diagnosed with dementia. He's 67 years old. Unknown caller. It's spam, sorry. He was diagnosed with dementia, and I immediately, the thought came into my head is every day he will know me less. So in Susan's case, I mean, she's had cancer before. It's reemerged. Every day will be a little less, right? You get weighed down just from the diagnosis, let alone the treatment, the activities of daily living, which is just, brushing your hair, taking a shower. All of those things become so big. And you actually learn how to appreciate that. What is this? You learn how to appreciate that you can take a shower and know how to do it. Because there's going to be a time with my husband that he may not be able to take a shower by himself. And I'm aware of that because I did memory care as a nurse. Other people are aware of it because they've treated or helped someone they love. It's no different with other diagnoses. It's not. If you're a brittle diabetic and one day you're like, I might die in my sleep. I'm joking around about cheese here, but people really do eat stuff and know that they may not wake up. Or like my friend Shannon, who had a clot go to his heart. So every day, I know we all take it for granted. I do too. I am very guilty of this. But every day is precious and you're not guaranteed the next. And I just appreciate you all for helping me through that, because I am not going to lie, this is all virtual. But if I did not have this outlet, I don't know what I would do. I wish I could do it every day, just because it gives me a little small platform that might help someone like my husband, or help someone like Susan, or help someone like Shannon, to not only consider the murdering hat-trick tree of the Adelson family and their disgusting behavior over the last 11 years, and what it's done to the Markells, and what it's done to our society, lawyers in general, people that just pulling into their own driveway. You just can't do it. You go to the Jewish temple where Dan Markel practiced, and they want a copy of your driver's license because of the feeling people get being with Jewish people. I was willingly do it. That's not the challenge, but I was like, this is where we've come. And so not every day is just taken for granted. People are at Fort Stewart today, and there's an active shooter on an army base. It's insane. So I just pray and pray and pray that we all become a little bit more cognizant of it and reach out. You don't have to agree with their politics or their religion or every opinion that comes out of their mouth. People don't. For me, I got a 1-star review today on Google from a guy named Walter Parsons, probably not even his real name. I've never met the schmuck, ever. But he probably didn't like what I had to say about our town buying grocery stores with our tax money. I'm a libertarian. I'm not for that. I'm very clear about it. So he gave me a 1-star review because of my opinion. Cheerio, Walter. I'm still going to be Patty Wilson. And you're still going to be Walter Parsons. And I'm sorry for you. Because of my political viewpoints, they want to ruin my business. Well, you're not the first, dear. So you're not going to be the last. And take it for what it's worth. But that's the thing. We just need to be a little nicer. I'm not saying invite everyone for coffee. If you don't like them, you don't like them. But that doesn't mean you have to trash people because of their religion. I mean, it's just when I look back on the Adelsons, I just see despicable human beings. I'm Catholic, right? We all talk about that. But you got Donna writing the most foul letter saying that we're going to dress these kids up like Nazis. What is wrong with her? And I hope they play every word of it, every single word, every word. I hope they play every bit of her stupid ass mouth, because she is one dumb heifer. And the family is dumb. I mean, they're dumb. They might have been book smart at one point or just barely made it through school. And that Wendy may have been whatever, valedictorian or what. You know what? The world's run by C students, lady. And you suck. Wendy, you suck. And there is never going to be a time, whether they arrest you or not, that you don't suck. You're always going to suck. You're always going to have a pal on your head. You're always going to be with chumps who decide that your hoo-ha is more important than their own, I don't know, self-respect. Because how do you have self-respect and be with someone like that? I don't know. I go over it all my time. But that letter that woman wrote and said, we're going to convert them to Catholicism to get your way. That's how brutal you are. How many people think the trial will start on August 19th? All of them. He will start it on August 19th. Everett will absolutely start it. Oh, you're supposed to be making 2 paintings for your daughter. This is more interesting. Aw. I'm going to play that song now because I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood to listen to it. I got to start it from... Is that the right one? After show. Sorry, clicked the wrong song. Okay. No, it's still coming up that. Hold on. Oh my God. I haven't been on here in a while and it's making me log in. Everybody's trying to protect you from yourself. 340, 228. Okay, is this it? It just says, John, if you're on here, it says North Carolina duet. No, it can't possibly be it. Let's see. Let me do it this way. I'm gonna mute myself.
Wendy's got a magic hoo-ha under her gray dress. It's worked good for her so far and stopping her arrest. It's been said that she don't eat, and most nights she drinks herself to sleep. It's Wendy's magic hoo-ha keeping her out on the street. All the signs are there. We've heard much more than we care. Wendy's magic hoo-ha, without it, she doesn't have a prayer. She comes home with slap marks on her ass. explains it away because her mind works that fast. It's all in your mind. You're just being jealous. While I was in Miami, I wasn't seeing other fellas. Come on, let's go to bed. Mama's hoo-ha needs to be fed. When I take off this dress, I'll make you forget every doubt that you had. All the signs are there. We've heard much more than we care. Wendy's got a magic hoo-ha. Without it, she doesn't have a prayer. When she's confronted, she turns on the tears, flashes those blue eyes, and you forget your fears. You must have imagined it all. The Miami trip wasn't a booty call. With Wendy's magic hoo-ha, she may just get away with it all. All the signs are there. We've heard much more than we care. Wendy's got a magic hoo-ha. Without it, she doesn't have a prayer. Wendy's got a magic hoo-ha. Without it, she doesn't have a prayer.
What do you say? What do you say to that? What do you say? Rebecca and Kristen, they inspired it. Nice. Very, very nice. You know what? I'm not good at this stuff. You should send that to Roberta Glass and let her make a video, or I think Murder by Maestro makes the videos for it. And that's right up Roberta's alley for sure. It's fantastic. It's true. That's what we say. I guess I can see how men find her sexy, but can't hide narcissism. No, they cannot. I don't see how they find her sexy, but I'm a girl. It's a good one. Well done, John Smith. No, it's very, very good. Let's see. Let me go back up now. Oh, it's very good. I'm gonna play it at the end too. I'm keeping it on the queue. My laugh faces were for the song "Prayers Warrior" enabled for our Susan. I know. She Fly says it's fantastic. Anyone else think Donna looked like a mafia wife on Wheel of Fortune? I just think she looks like a dumbass. So Susan did say, let me come up here a little bit. Susan says, got confirmation it's stage 4 metastatic breast cancer to the bones. Treatment will be a hormone blocker and chemo pills. It's interesting how the doctors, when I worked in cancer, there weren't a lot of pills, right? It was all infusion. And a really good friend of mine, well, one of the first agents I ever hired down in Clearwater, she had, a long time ago, she had cervical cancer. And it went. It spread. She had like cervical cancer, had surgery, didn't matter. And now it went to her brain. And she's on Taxol right now. She posts these beautiful videos about it. She's really good at that, explaining it. Hi, Razzle Dazzle. Let me send you the version that is published on Suno, Patty. Okay, cool. I'll play that then. The song is funny. I mean, It's hilarious. And she must have a magic hoo-ha. I mean, I don't know what she does. Clearly shit I don't want to do. She must be disgusting. Ugh. My friend has been battling stage 4 colon cancer for 7 years. My husband got it after she did and has been gone now 2 years. Oh. One of my very best friends in the whole world, he's only like 42, had it. They just took enough of his colon that he didn't need to have a bag. I mean, but it was real close. It's tough. Expect the unexpected on Friday's hearing. They are ruthless. Well, I don't want that to be the truth, but it's probably right. Probably right. I'm sure there's nothing pleasant about them. They're not going to be present. They're just not nice people. Well, didn't she have slap marks? Yes, that is just not happening. I mean, you better have bank. You better have some bankroll if you think you're going to hit me. You better have cash. Cash in your pocket, ready to transfer to my wallet. And if you ever think you're going to hit me, because one way or the other, I'm getting that cash. Evil, vicious women are sometimes sexy. I just don't see it. But I don't consider myself evil or vicious. I work around people who, I know people in this town that are. I just don't know how it works. Yes, Detective Madkin, I do think she's going to be charged. I think we had this conversation a couple of years ago with Donna. No one thought Donna would be arrested as quickly as she did. Remember, oh, by the way, I'm about to fit in that shirt. That Bling is the New Black made for me. It said, stay tuned. I think one more week, that shirt will be on this show, because stay tuned is what Georgia said when she left the courthouse that day, went to her office after that conviction. Stay tuned. And then all of a sudden, short while later, Donna's arrested on the jetway, and she's been showing her ass ever since. You're not going to be able to get the magic hoo-ha out of your head. I wear my Stay Tuned shirt all the time. I love it. Oh, here he goes. John sent it up. Patty, this version is the one that has another verse. So we're going to play that. Oh my God. I'm going to show you the screen because I think it's absolutely hilarious. Wendy's Magic Hoo-Ha, the remix. Oh, I'm going to mute myself. Oh my God.
Wendy's got a magic hoo-ha under that gray dress. If she were anyone else, she'd be under arrest. It's so sad that she don't hardly eat, and most nights she drinks herself to sleep. Is Wendy's magic hoo-ha what's keeping her on the street? All the signs are there. You've heard more lies than your share. Wendy's got a magic hoo-ha. Without it, she doesn't have a prayer. She comes home with slap marks on her ass, explains it away. She can make up lies that fast. It's all in your mind. You're just being jealous. Why while I was in Miami, I wasn't seeing other fellas. Come on, let's go to bed. Mama's hoo-ha needs to be fed. You forget every doubt you've ever had. All the signs are there. You've heard more lies than your share. Wendy's got a magic hoo-ha. Without it, she doesn't have a prayer. When she's confronted, she turns on the tears, flashes those blue eyes, and you forget your fears. You just imagine it all. Her trip to Miami wasn't a booty call. With Wendy's magic hoo-ha, she may just get away with it all. She was in a bad situation, somewhere between hell and civilization. All the signs are there. You've heard more lies than your share. Wendy's got a magic hoo-ha. Without it, she doesn't have a prayer. Wendy's got a magic hoo-ha. Without it, she doesn't have a prayer.
I'm trying to read. Can you add a song from Suno to Spotify? Suno provides commercial licenses for songs created under its Pro or allowing distribution on Spotify to distribute me digital music contributor like distro. Dude, can you imagine if that was on Spotify? John, you'd be making money. Be making money. God, you got to send this to Roberta. If you don't mind, I'll send it to Roberta. Very, very clever. Now closed for business. It won't be closed for business once she's arrested, will it? No, it'll be open. The cross for her and Katie's trial was epic, right? With that guy, Christopher, whatever his name is. It really does sound like the Temptations. I think you think your sister had a magic hoo-ha when she you could literally listen to Jeffrey Lacoste talk about Wendy Hoo-Hah Adelson. That's funny. Oh, that's nice, Donna. That's very nice. Is Jeff still in Tally? Yes. He still owns a home here. Wendy Spell, I don't know what she does about those fake, I mean, or real blue eyes, but I think she wears color contacts to enhance. Next up is Hank Williams' version of Family Tradition featuring news. If you think that one is good, play the North Carolina duet. It's got more plays than any I've done. Okay, hold on. Stick with me. St. John. Oh, I know you're all waiting with bated breath, but I finally booked a hotel that looked like it had a decent bed in Italy. It's been a thing. Let's see. Oh, no, that's the remix. Hold on. John's written a lot of songs and sent them to me, so I'm very lucky. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to play this one.
early this morning, excited just to be alive. Poured me a cup of coffee, so glad I don't work from 9 till 5. Put in a little cream and sugar till I had it just right. Walked out onto the deck to behold a glorious sight.
Sun coming up over the mountains that I hold so dear. Thought how thankful I was that God had put me here. Deer were playing in the pasture, in the misty morning air. In the trees, birds are singing, living a life without a care. I'm so happy I'm living my life right here where I am. No worries and no strife, 5 miles to the nearest town.
I love to get in my pickup and go to the river and fish. I'm living the dream my way, there's nothing more that I can wish. When I start feeling desperation, I go outside and look around. I see mountains, flowers, and the river, all the beauty that abounds. Each day I read a little plaque that sits there on the shelf. If God made a place any better, He kept it for Himself. In the evening I go to the front porch and turn the ceiling fan on. Sit in the swing with a margarita, sip until the day is gone.
To you this may seem boring, that's your opinion, my friend. To me this is my heaven, at least as close as I've been.
We only have one life to live, make the most of it while you can. Just stop and look at the beauty, it'll make you a better man.
I'm so happy I'm living my life right here where I am. No worries and no strife, 5 miles to the nearest town.
I love to get in my pickup and go to the river and fish. I'm living the dream my way, there's nothing more that I can wish. When I start feeling desperation, I go outside and look around. I see mountains, flowers, and the river, all the beauty that abounds. Each day I read a little plaque that sits there on the shelf. If God made a place any better, He kept it for Himself. If God made a place any better, He kept it for Himself.
So our dear John Smith, I just sent you an email on how to upload your songs to Spotify and get them played. I bet you can make some money. Maybe not a lot, but just something. Someone buy one of your songs because they're really good. I mean, the Wendy's ones are, of course, my favorite, you know. Anything making fun of the Donna. But just what you did for me. I mean, bawling. Okay. It's a lot. It's a lot. When someone writes you a song, it's a lot. It's a mess, is what I became that day. Hi, Sue. How are you? How are you? Creative Mind, I'm doing fine. I am doing fine. Had a nice lunch with my husband, spent some time with him. I have my friend Lala's coming into the office to help me a little bit. Hopefully we'll get beyond our own conversation and we can actually do some work. I have great friends around me. My daughter's back from Germany, safe and sound, praise the Lord. She was over there for 3 weeks with federal government. They're installing some new software, so she had to go over there. And she sounds good. She was exhausted. Jet lag, she's like me that way. Jet lag is a thing, but she's doing okay. My granddaughters, one's back playing softball. She's at a softball camp this week. The other one started wrestling training again. They love wrestling. And my boys and my daughter-in-law in New Mexico are great. And my son, who lives right now outside of Toledo, with work, he'll be there for about another 12 months, I think. His son is baby. He was born May 20th. Will be baptized in October, so I made that trip reservation. And I'm going to take my husband and my dog with me. Pray for me. But I'm happy to go, and I'm just happy to go see that baby. You know, my son's my son. But you know, they're just all good. So I wrote on Facebook, and I meant it completely, that I feel like even though I have a lot of stuff, I do, that I'm stealing from life right now because I have more good than I have bad. And I feel like I'm stealing. Like, this summer has been amazing. I finished school, started a new thing with school. It'll be, you know, short and sweet, but I just have great people around me. I was able to gift a friend of mine tickets to Wild Adventures today. And that was lovely. I mean, it's just, I'm able to take the clothes I wore that are in great shape and gift them. I'm keeping a very detailed gratitude journal at the suggestion of my priest, and it's really been beneficial. I've always kept a gratitude journal, but I'm doing it a little differently and making sure that none of what I'm grateful for has ever been repeated. So it's making me really think and be purposeful in my gratitude, and then going back and really keeping nice handwriting so that I can read it again and maybe write a little bit of what I was thinking when I wrote it. It was a great suggestion because it's made me feel a lot better, because whenever we have bad, and I've had it in my life, you know, not to this extreme as I have right now, but there's always good. Always good. And it's just about, how do I find it? And it's like, have you guys watched that? We talk about Nancy Galvani with My Father's Alibi. Have you put, what's it called on Netflix? Alex is Missing. It was that girl who is missing from the cruise ship a long time ago. And they've gotten new leads from that. And they're living hell. They're like truly living hell right now. The mother said, when you watch it, it's hard to watch, that whenever she wakes up, it's the first thing she did. Where's her daughter? It's just so cruel. It's just so cruel to have a kid missing and not, it's like Natalie Holloway. It's the same idea. Where's my kid? What did you do with my kid? And I know where all my kids are. And that's what makes me think when I watch these movies is, where are your kids? Where are your siblings? Where they may not all talk anymore, and probably won't ever again, but I know where they are. I know they're relatively safe. So I just try to be really grateful and take the good with the bad. And there's really no other way to do it in my head. I mean, I had the conversation with Susan via text. She's laughing. Like, Susan Hicks, cancer comes back, reemerges, it's spread, and she's laughing in a text. I mean, what more can you do? And laugh with her. You know, there's no reason to be morose or sad or whatever when someone is trying to lift themselves up. So that's what I try to do for people. And there are people I don't like, trust, but I know where they are, and I know that they can't hurt me, and I'm not going to worry about it. So I have Susan, you know, I have Debbie, I have Bling, I have all of you, John Smith, who sends me emails. And I wanted to mention a lady who lurks. She calls herself a lurker. Her name is Jen, and she sent us the most beautiful card to Chris and myself. So I have a little package that's going to go out this week for her. I'm not going to give her whole name, but she goes by Jen, and E-Jen, I think, is what her YouTube name is. And I made a post that I hope and that you saw it. I made just a single post on YouTube, and I shared some of the note, but I just thought, how freaking sweet is that? So I have a little gift to send you from Patty's Playhouse, care of Bling is the New Black, who's also just laughing. Like, she's in so much pain. They don't even know what's wrong with her. She's all but bedridden. Her hips are jacked. And she's sending me funny shit. Like, how cool is that? You know, how cool is that? Have you watched Rachel Ray's channel at her place in Tuscany? I was in Europe once, worked in Italy 3 weeks. I was 21. I did not. And I want to. I'm not going to get to go to Tuscany, but you know, the flight to go back and forth there is so cheap. I got to go back. I got to go back again to Italy. Susan Hicks is special. I mean, to really just sit and go, let's have a giggle, Patty. You know, all you can do. They told me the last time I had cancer, this is what she wrote. I'm going to say it word for word because I don't want to mess her up. Someone suggested right now, they said, I'm getting suggestions for my cough, but if you can tolerate pineapple juice, I love pineapple juice, preferably with alcohol, but I love it plain. It will help you with her cough. So I have to go to the grocery after work anyway. Thank you. Let me go to Susan's note. Oh, I know what it was. She talks about she's a freaking mess. She goes, I have to keep my sense of humor like I did when I had the initial cancer. Ford, my doctor, said it makes a big difference in the outcome. She's like, I'm sitting here laughing. I won't tell you what that said. It said, I said, well, the last thing you need is a fall, so you have to be really careful. She goes, exactly. Though I've had balance issues for years, I'm clumsy. And I said, well, stop. Like, stop. I fall all over the place. She says, I grew up tap dancing, was quite good. I tried ballet, but sucked at that. My mom always said Grace was not my middle name. And then we laughed. So, I mean, you just got to giggle. Like, we're not getting out of this alive. We're not getting out of this unscathed. We're not getting out of this without pain and suffering. And I'm going to say it again. I've said it to clients. I've said it to patients. White people, we don't suffer as much as some other cultures. You know, we're not in a third world country here in the United States. And so suffering when it comes is really full blast. It's really, really hard. Grief is difficult when you're Protestant or Catholic. You don't really emote the way a lot of people emote in other countries. And I've had the blessing of going to other funerals for other cultures, and you just see the difference immediately. Like, it's 100% different. It's just 100%. But they emote, they get it out, where we're all like, don't talk to me. I don't want to talk about my mom, or I do want to talk about my mom, or I only want to talk about my mom. So we just do it differently. It's just different cultures, no different than the bed. In Italy, I was like, why is that bed not like this bed? Okay, it's 2025. You got down over there. We have down. We have down. Down is available. You got geese. We got geese. Start plucking those bad boys. Why are the pillows so flat? Why are the beds like a pool table? Tell me. So it's culture. That was the answer. I got culture. Well, okay. So culture is the thing. You know, a lot of people wouldn't go and try to crack a joke about their medical situation. I would. My husband does. Thank God. Because we would not be, he'd have to find a new place to live if we couldn't crack a joke about what's going on. But anyway, I just have a lot to be grateful for. And I wanted to say something nice to Jim. You know, it was really nice of her to send the card. And I'm going to send her something from Patty's Playhouse, which is, Italy is much better than Northern Europe. Well, my people are from Northern Europe. He can make bank with that song. I think he should publish it on Spotify. I think he should. I write down 50 things a day I'm grateful for. After a while, you get desperate and write carpet, paint, air conditioning, but it's fun because I am grateful for those things. Well, I made the mistake of sharing with my priest, Father Tom, that I always start with lips and thumbs. So imagine I'm trying to hold my Stanley and don't have a thumb. It's hard. It would be challenging. And lips, you know, the water would just spurt out like, remember Fire Marshal? Was it Fire Marshal with Fire Marshal? Was it Fire Marshal Sam? Was it Fire Marshal? Fire Marshal Bill in Living Color. Super funny. And he didn't have lips because he'd been in a fire and this water would just spew out of his face. And of course I'm making fun of that because that's what I do. But I always start with thumbs and lips. And priest says, you might want to start with things you've never been grateful for. And I thought, ooh, I said to him, that's not the same. I said, are you saying that I should be never grateful for, like never thought about gratitude, or ungrateful? And he goes, you probably should be grateful for things you're ungrateful for. And I thought, oh, okay. So I'll work on that. So that's what I've been working on. Even being gratitude for the things I'm not really grateful for. Like one example I gave to my husband was being in traffic. And you're stuck in traffic and you can't get where you want to run. So at the time, you're really not grateful for it. But then you learn that there was an accident like 5 minutes up ahead. You're like, oh, so being late saved me. So things like that. I'm grateful for Kathy because she brought us all together. And I am an expert at this. Thank you, Kristen. Yeah, you're right. I'll write it down. I'll write it down begrudgingly. But I'll write it down. And I will report back. What was that? What's his name? Society page. Yeah, that whole thing with those two really did make me a stronger person, as much as I not grateful for it. I wasn't grateful for it, but now I'm going to be grateful for it, Kristen, thank you. Thank you, Wesley. How are you? How are you? Nice to see you. And I wanted to thank Miss Debbie. Wendy, George is going to get ya. Oh. Let's pray. Let's pray that that vicious human gets what she deserves, or at the very least has as miserable life as possible on the outside. You're still in Napa. Well, I mean, life's got to be horrible. I'm so sorry for you. I mean, my father. Thank you so much, Allison. How sweet. That was really nice of you to do. Welcome new members. Thank you very much. Thank you, Debbie. That was very nice of you to share. Thank you. The thumbnail is Jack Campbell on that Mentor Lawyer video. I think it's short. Now, I'm not putting him down, but what is up with the voice on that video? Someone was kind enough to send me a link. What is up with the voice? He has a nice voice. I don't understand why he's using AI. I might even ask him, like, why are you doing that? I'm not. Oh my God. Rachel loves olive oil. I loved her. I remember I love that movie with Diane Lane. Oh yeah, it was a good movie. I stayed in a hotel that is now a venue for weddings, a small villa with a hand-painted murals and bedroom, a patio restaurant. Amazing. Does anyone remember the name from a woman from Toronto that has had a channel about the Adelsons? It was Crime and Coffee. Crime and Coffee. You drove from Holland to Italy. How long does it take? How long does it take, YB? RR's sister lives with him. I don't know who RR is. Oh, it's Amy, not Alex. Thank you. She went overboard from the balcony in her own room after drinking heavily and being unused to sailing. She was all over the place. Happens a lot where adults overindulge. Yeah, one guy on the crew just jumped overboard. Can you imagine? Oh, Rachel Ray. That's who RR. It's a real man, but he sounds AI. Whatever happened to Jay, he had to get a full-time job. He had to get a full-time job. Whatever happened to Crime and Coffee, I don't know. I emailed her, not emailed, sent her a text a couple times, but I haven't heard from her. Jay's funny. He's on Twitter. He's a funny guy. You bought snacks to get ready for Donna's trial, but you have to restock for the next one. Yeah, but if you're coming to the courtroom, don't eat in the courtroom. Don't come to eat in the courtroom. Yeah, his voice is easier with his real voice. It's like Ricardo Montalban thing, maybe. I don't know, but I really like his voice. You prefer his own voice as well. I think and maybe it's because we've heard it and we've seen him, and so you kind of attach. To me, it's like he's being dubbed. You know what I mean? It's like he's being dubbed. Wesley, do you have a villa to rent? She wants to go. Debbie wants to go. It does show negative things can lead to positive outcomes. And it's not even like, you may not see it at first. Like, I didn't know I was going to be in real estate June 3rd, 2003. But that's what happened. I didn't know that my mom was going to die before my dad. I didn't have a plan for that. I had a plan for my dad to die before my mom. We all did. I didn't know what that year and a half was going to be like. I didn't know my daughter was going to get married right before, he goes off to war. I didn't know what these 15 years were going to be like. I didn't want her to get married so young, but it's turned out beautifully. If I had planned it, it probably would have been a mess. So it just is what it is. And but you don't always know that right at the right time. I didn't know when I got knocked up at 19 that I'd have 3 beautiful children. I was petrified. I didn't know. It's a good thing I didn't know. I still want Wendy to be arrested even if she's not convicted. Thank you. Me too. Just make her do that perp walk. I want it so bad. I want her to feel some sense of losing your freedom. I really do. It's hot there today in Napa, but dry. Patricia notes with my father's alibi, which I published some emails earlier. If you have any more questions, let me give you her email. You want me to give her an email? Just give you my email. Just if you have any questions about the emails for Nancy Galvani, Justice for Nancy, Patty is funny. Just email me. That's my email. How old are the Markel boys now? I mean, it's been 11 years. One was 3, one was 4, right? 16 and 14. So they were 3 and 4 at the time of the murder. So at 11. I bumped into a Nat. She showed Wendy's house, man friend. She said one of the boys looked exactly like Dan at that age. Hope Wendy is being haunted. The best food you ever had was in Italy. I'd go back for it. I know. That's why I'm so excited to be in Venice for 2 days and just do nothing. Imagine. Looks lush. Looks lush. Hopefully everything else cooperates. But again, I try to just like, let me show you the place I booked. If I find a better hotel, I can cancel. Does that mean? But that's what I did. I'm paying a little bit more. So I did a book now, pay later. But I did it based on the beds and the proximity and having a airport transfer. It's the basics here, people. So this is the place I chose. It's called Campo Santo. I'm sure they say it more beautifully than I can. Stefano. Let's see. It should be in English, but it's not. But anyway, it's really the pictures that count. So it's a short walk, of course, from the Rialto Bridge. Wait, let me do this so it's not. Charming view. Family and friends. But look at the rooms. Like, to me, this is like quintessential Italian. The bed looks like it has a little bit more fluff than what I was showing you the other day that I was traumatized by. So this is where it's located. So everything is really the Basilica di San Marco. So it's not far of a walk or a ride or whatever you end up doing. But those rooms look good. See if they have a gallery. No. But doesn't that look sweet? So look at this room. This room is 75 square feet. And the bathroom is on the outside, but it's private. No thanks. No thanks. But it's got a great view. To each his own, right? That's more my speed. It looks like there's some attempt to wrap a bed with sheets. That's where I'm going to be staying. See, look. See, it has extra sheets. I like that. What a view. Oh, people are here. I hear someone coming in. Wait, I got to see this. You are willing to pay them to stop commenting. Where is that? Oh, I got big money on it. Fancy fiction and the gifts they keep on giving. You got money on what? You think they're coming? You think they're coming, Kristen? What towns am I going to? Let me show you, because I don't know off the top of my head. Sorry, I type so hard that the keys just flicker off the keyboard. So it's the whole thing is about sailing around the boot, is what they call it. It's called a sojourn. And it's here. So you start off in Venice, then I'm not going to say it right. It's somewhere in Croatia, but it looks beautiful. Then Bari, Crotone, Messina, Naples, and then Rome. And then I'm in Rome for like 2 days, and then I'm coming home. If I can stay longer, I'm going to, like for a couple days, but not much, because I have a dog and a husband. But anyway, those are the plans. Little Sicily, a little Naples, not too long in any one place. Takes me 3 days to get over jet lag from those long flights. So my holidays have to be 3 to 4 weeks long. What did you say, Patricia? Look a little bit further back in your chat in your original comment about KCL. Okay, give me a second. I'm looking in the chat for what Patricia wrote because I don't know. I was in a live chat. Oh, here we go. I was in a live chat with Katie Cuckoo Lady this week, and she made a nice comment about my comment. So I commented. Oh. Let me do this again. I was in a live chat with Katie Cuckoo Lady this week, and she made a nice comment about my comment. So I commented back. Fuck off, fluffy head. Anybody who disrespects Patty or my father's alibi is my sworn enemy, bitch. Oh my God. Oh my God. It is nice that rooms in Europe have all floors. Does it have like, oh, you're right. This is a solid floor and not carpet. It looks like stone. You are right, dear. Come on. Look at that. Let me take her comment down. Look at that. That's stone. I didn't even notice that. I was just happy there were 2 pillows. I love that room, though. I love the wallpaper. I love the whole thing. Look at that. Grandma and Grandpa are up there. Someone's purse. So these are from personal photos that people posted. That looks nice. There it is, stone. It's like terrazzo, the real terrazzo. It's crazy. Look how they use that little tiny window and then put the big. That's incredible. Beautiful place. You know, a little TV monitor, so cute, so ancient. I just need a lamp and Wi-Fi. That's all I really need. Do they show you the bathrooms? Hold on. Let me show you the bathroom photos. Maybe not. Oh, here's ones of the bathroom. Not bad. I mean, it's just a shower. It's fine. But it was inexpensive. That's what I liked about it. Lord have mercy. I don't know what all that is. Cute. It'll be nice. If I find something a little bit better of a deal, I'm happy to switch. So much more sanitary than carpet. Carpet gives me the creeps. Oh, I don't like it. I don't put my clothes. I almost thought I'd get something with a second bed just so my stuff isn't on the floor. Ruth's underwear stealer. Oh my God. Can you imagine booking a room as Ruth's underwear stealer? Oh. Same thing last night on STS, Patricia Burns. No one was acknowledging her, but she was drinking, so she kept commenting to no one. Oh my heavens. Those floors are slippery when you get out of a bath. Yeah, sure. I'm going to get this pillow that Bling is the New Black recommended to me. And you can wrap it around your neck or wherever. You know, be nice. It'll help me. It's the noise. It is hysterical. I couldn't believe she. Fuck off, fluffy head. Oh, I'm self-employed and I've not been on a 2-week vacation in 22 years. I mean, it just doesn't happen. I can't see her comments. She blocked my ass. Check your email, Patty. Okay. I know where she got that. I didn't publish it. I know where she got it. I wouldn't have even done that, but whatever, lady. Just don't do that. Nope. Because the photo includes Jorge's 2 kids. I'm not doing that. But, you know, whatever. To each their own, I suppose. She had to have gone in the kids or somewhere else to get that photo. You didn't know whose kids they were? I did because I knew. I mean, I've looked them up. I just weren't going to publish it. They're young adults. They're innocent. They don't need to be on someone's YouTube, right? I mean, that's just not appropriate. She really doesn't have much of that much hair. It's pretty thin. Yeah, it's just a lot of curls, which she probably has done. I don't know what you're saying. Supposedly. I don't know what that means, Demi. She kept on and on. Not the mods or Joel said anything. It was brilliant. Oh my God. Does she have fluffy hair now? She has very little hair. It's very little hair. You haven't been on a vacation since 1986. Wow. That's what I thought. Fuck off, fluffy head. Should be a new song. Oh my God. Yep, it was her. She's an AA dropout. There's a song, John. The AA dropout is a huge song. She's got a big butt. So do I. Okay. So do I. Her ass is bigger than mine. I think Tim Jansen was sus about that deal he said happened, but write me, please. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I think the only reason it was put out there to make the prosecution look weak and try to be like, well, the only thing they want is Wendy. That's all they want is Wendy. No, they want you too, Donna. They wouldn't have spent the money to go after you. Oh, she's bald. She's bald. Good reporters never burn bridges. I was in journalism for years, and keep your enemies close. King Can Katie Drunk Lady give out 50 memberships? I mean, she can't. She wishes she got a perm. Oh, Wendy did. Look how, well, I'm not, what am I saying? Look how, you're not seeing it. But in this, let me see if I can edit this out. Hold on. I'm going to crop this photo and then share it. I'm not showing other people's kids, whether they're adults or not. So it's just my choice. How do I get rid of them? I want to get rid of this sign. Oh, I know what I'll do. No, I'm really agreeing with me. Hold on. That's Wendy and Jorge. And everyone else has dark sunglasses, right? Not Wendy. She's got to use bright blue. She's got to be the center of the attention. She's got to be center of attention. Bye, Rombohedro. No, I don't think so. He might be. But like she wears these bright blue things and everyone else is. It must be humid. Can our dress be any lower? Let's see what the original looks like. Yep, it could be lower. I wonder if that's her natural hair. That's what mine is like when I don't straighten it. She's definitely had a boob job. She's definitely had a boob job. Yeah, there. She has a UPS box in Denver. It's too low if you ask me. Well, Debbie, you and I wouldn't have worn that red dress to a church event either, or temple. Yeah, those are not her boobs. Like, you can just tell. If she turns up at all, and in another gray dress, I'm renaming her Eleanor Rigby. She left her face in a jar by the door. Who was graduating? One of Jorge's children. You think she had vaginal rejuvenation? Vaginal rejuvenation, it's called. He is a widower. He died about, I think she died about 9 months before he met Wendy. She's a widow. Wendy's girls are adopted. They ain't natural. No. That's completely a fake boob job. Nope. Fake as fake can get, right? Fake as fake can get. Yeah, I think she had cancer, as I recall. Yep. And he was already in Miami, and they met somehow. I didn't know they could do that to with vaginal rejuvenation. There's a freaking med clinic up here that has a sign on it. I don't know what it entails because I've never had it, but what does it entail? Let me look. And then I'm going to go. We'll end on that. Vaginal rejuvenation. How do you even spell it? Oh my God. Labiaplasty. That looks painful. Good. You got to see this. I can't even just read this out loud. That's too fun. You got to see this. Labiaplasty, reshaping or reducing the size of the labia. I guess when it looks like roast beef. Vaginoplasty, tightening the canal. That has got to hurt. Clitoral hood reduction, removing excess tissue. No, you're not. No. Perineoplasty, strengthening the perineum. Monsplasty. I think I'm going to vomit. Remove it. I did 1 week. 1 week when I was a nurse on rotation in the female clinic. And that was never happening again. I watched this doctor snip vaginal warts from someone's labia. And I had to leave the room. Very few things make me want to vomit. That absolutely 100%. Clipping vaginal warts off of someone's labia about sent me over the edge. Monsplasty, removing the excess fat. Oh my God. Oh my God. Heaven. Thermiva, using radio frequency energy to heat and stimulate tissue in the vaginal area, improving its tightness and elasticity. A femilift, non-surgical technique that uses energy-based device to stimulate collagen. How much does this hurt? Minimal pain during the procedure itself. Discomfort, swelling, and soreness can be expected during recovery. You think? Pain is usually mild to moderate and can be controlled with over-the-counter prescription pain medication. No downtime. Can usually resume normal activities, including intercourse, shortly after the procedure. You have all lost your minds. It's not even worth it. I was going to say this out loud, but it's just, I don't think I can. I don't think I can say it. I don't. I got to make dinner eventually. Because the carpet matched the drapes. She probably doesn't have any carpet left. That would make a lot of husbands happy. It might make husbands happy, but you got to live through it. To live through it. How much does it cost? $500 to $1,500, $4,000 to $20,000 for surgical. I'd get boobs before I had that done. Did I just step into a gynecologist convention? No, we need Dr. Graber. Dr. Graber, please come in. Carpet burnt. Oh. Mama. Can we go from Italy to vaginoplasty? This is one time it's nice to be ably. We made through babies. Now this. Yeah, but you don't intentionally go get that cut. Keep your hoo-ha out of it. Oh, it's one time it's nice to be a boy. Yeah, I get it. Can the penis size be increased? Well, there's implants, which when I was in nursing school was the only surgery I saw during school. And it was a penile implant. And I thought of all women to go in there, it was me. It was absolutely incredible. And they gave me the box. My husband made me get rid of it a long time ago, but it was my first ex-husband. He had no sense of humor. I thought it was incredible. The guy was diabetic, so he couldn't maintain an erection or even get one. And he was getting that done. And I was like, my first thought was his wife hates him. Like, she hates him. To go through that surgery, if you watched it, it looks like a hip replacement. Blood was everywhere. Everywhere. They're like banging that implant into that penile shaft, shoving these like little like ball-like things so he could make it grow, that filled it with saline. I'm like, she hates him. I'll never forget it. Why would, like, you hate him? Like, you hate him. Like, there's no, he was going to have to wear an ice pack for 8 weeks. God, you hate this man. Patty, let's talk about supper. It's not the tools a workman has, it's what he does with it he has. But you can't build nothing without the right tools. Guys get stuff implanted in their wieners. Yes, that's true. Let's talk about supper. It's true. I thought, my God, you hate him. Let's talk about Toto bidets. You know, I got an email from somebody. I don't know if I have it still. It was a company that wanted to send me a toilet seat for me to collaborate with them. And I asked to do it. I was like, I cannot miss out on this. This is hilarious. Let's see if I can find it. It was a company that it was an attachment to the toilet. I don't know if I'll ever find it. I've had so many, and I was like, yes, this is what I want. And it was like a Toto toilet. Tripod. I never got the tripod. Oh, here it is. Aquatease elongated electric bidet seat. I was like, I'll take one. Surely. Did they send me one? No. I must not have enough. I must not have enough charisma. To sell this. I must not have enough charisma. Aquatee's elongated smart toilet bidet, electric toilet seat with self-cleaning nozzle, adjustable warm water, deodorizer, air dryer, LED light for $239. Never sent me one. Look at that. Has a remote. It's just right. Refreshing, cleansing, gentle spray. I was like, of all the collaborations in all the world, that would have been hilarious. Music and a cocktail. I mean, let's see what the reviews say. Oh my God, there's only 96 reviews. With images. I was attracted by its sleek style and rich features. After 3 months of use, it did not disappoint. The installation is easy, though the quick releasing mount can have more wiggling room than the traditional screw fix. Really, people? Feature-wise, it's very high. Everything a high-end bidet should and could have, and probably better than many big brand models coming at 2 times or 3 times the price. The instant heated, unlimited water works as expected. The spray head cleans itself every time. The dryer can blow up to very warm air. The heated seat has various levels for both levels, and the lowest level suits me well. The night light comes in handy, and I don't need any extra night lighting for the bathroom. Everything can be customized and memorized. And they denied me a collaboration. Reliability-wise, it hasn't failed so far. Maybe once or twice the sitting since lost track. Which can be recovered by power cycling it. It was probably because my sitting weight center was too close to either ends. After I got used to it, it hasn't happened again. It was very helpful, sir. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. What have I done? Very happy. Bidet is a good value. A great value on sale. Slim and sleek. That doesn't look bad. Lord have mercy. Put in the camera and you can also check for hemorrhoids. How could they deny me? I'm going to email them back. I'm going to try one more time and say, you know, I was really hoping for this collaboration. Please, please, please reconsider me. Oh my God. I mean, I'm fun. If you're interested, let's chat about how we can make this work. I'm available. Oh my God. Look like an old person's toilet. No, just has the little hose that goes to the water. See if there are any more with pictures. This guy, the first guy, he's in. He's in it to win it. Look at this. Looks like you fall off. You know what I mean? Oh, I see. It hooks up there. Hope he washed his hands. A full-on remote. Oh my God. And then it's electric. See, that's where I'm at. I don't know if I feel how I feel about electrifying my toilet seat. And a plumber for the water. You can return it in 39 days. You need power for the seat warmer. See, that's what I was like. Dryer can blow up air to very warm air. Who has an outlet by their toilet? That's true. Oh, I see that. Look at this. He has an outlet. Look at him. He's got a squatty potty. And then right there's an outlet. I don't know about all that. I'm not calling an electrician. They don't have, let's see, do they have one? No. It's hilarious. Absolute hilarious. I know, you could get them electrocuted. Tall toilets. I see that going wrong too. I don't know. When I redid my master bath, I got a Kohler tall toilet, so much better than the standard. When we redo a house, Scott insists on getting the taller toilet. It really does limit the buyer. It does. Hi, Tinfoil. Tinfoil speaking up. I don't want wires and hoses coming out of my toilet. I don't need one. I've got hands. So Patricia, we need a limerick for this. We definitely need a limerick. I need to go finish dinner, Dreamweaver. Everyone have a good evening. I do too. I need to start dinner, water and electricity by now. It just ended on something funny. You love your mom's bidet. Had it installed after 2 hip surgeries in 2 weeks. I have questions. Was it electric? Was it electric? I think I'll just get a colonic every day and skip pooping on it. Have you ever had a colonic? There used to be a guy here in town who did it, but I don't know if he does. I don't know. Let me see. So again, thank you, Debbie. It was very kind of you. Very, very nice. And Wesley gave 10 memberships total. Thank you so much. Here we go. He had one at 443 and one at 508. So thank you all. It's good to see you. Really is good to see you now. I've got hands I'm rolling. Oh, she's crazy. She is. I need a limerick and I need a new song, John. And I need you to start posting them on Spotify. You've had one out of curiosity. Colonoscopy, the best sleep you'll ever have. I've not had a colonoscopy yet, so. Sure beats squatting on a toilet. Well, he had a squatty potty on me. He was racked. The guy had his toilet system was racked. Gonna sign off, make chicken salad. Good for you. Have a great evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me for these 2.5 hours. I really appreciate it. It's such a hoot for me. I really just do appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Have a great night. It was six colonoscopies. Oh, okay.